Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. It's Throwback Thursday. I love seeing like people's old pictures and shit. Pictures of me with no beard, all that weird stuff. I'm bringing back my old Vanilla Ice haircut. You guys like that? Nice. So my Bulletproof group is wrapping up. It has been like such a crazy, amazing experience to guide people through the process. And it's something I love anyways in working with one-on-one clients is helping people to feel bulletproof and understand the beliefs, the mindset, the processes, the meanings, all the things that you do to really feel bulletproof. And when you feel bulletproof, like aren't you aren't so impacted by shit. Like nobody can take you out of your power. You are totally owning your power. You are self-approved. You are filling yourself up with everything. You are generating your purpose for yourself. You're not outsourcing anything, and you're not allowing other people or other things to bring you down. I think it's really cool that this is happening during a time where so many people are giving away their power to worrying about what's going on in the world. And that's not meaning like be apathetic. Absolutely fucking care what's going on. Absolutely be invested. Absolutely stand up to and resist Trump and all the bullshit. Absolutely do that. But if it's taking you out of your power every day, if it's making you feel if it's putting you into depression, if it's doing any of those things, then they're winning and you're losing. Simple as that. So the way to really impact the world is to understand how you can create a bulletproof life for yourself and then operate from there. Because when you operate from there, you're operating from your power. You're operating from a place where you generate your power and you don't give it away. And people operating from that place are exactly what we need in being able to resist against a regime that is oppressive or resist against the oligarchy, resist against the people who are trying to control things and oppress other people or trying to, deport or scapegoat or create fear amongst certain populations. So in talking about what makes us bulletproof, I think one of the most founding principles, the core belief around that is the understanding that everything that happens, everything that happens is happening for you. Understanding this concept was so important for me at the lowest point in my life. When I was just like feeling like a victim of everything. I felt like life was totally against me. I felt like God had abandoned me. I felt in such a low and desolate place. Was this idea that what if everything I'm going through, especially all the bad shit, even the bad shit, is happening for me and not to me? What if I'm not the victim of this? What if I am the beneficiary of all this? What if everything that's happening is happening with a distinct purpose in mind and is intended to put me on the path to the life that I've always desired and the life that I know I deserve? What if this is all happening for me? And that changed everything. That instantaneously snapped me out of my funk. When you cuss, you just cuss it for random things. It was still a process after that, but that changed everything. And I got curious about finding out how. I got curious about assigning meaning that was powerful and empowering. I got curious about how I could stop playing the victim and see this as something bad and see this as something good. And I've always been an optimistic person, so that really, really resonated with me. So when you see everything that happens as happening for you, when you train your brain that way, when you begin to, in real time, assign meaning, like you're fucking bulletproof. You literally can't be offended. You can't be hurt in a place where you stay there. You may feel feelings and emotions, which is good. Feel them so that they can go away. Feel them so that they serve their purpose and then they're gone. But you don't resist them. You feel them. You see everything that happens is happening for your higher power, for your higher purpose, for your higher self. I choose to believe, and I talked about this earlier on Facebook, I choose to believe, one, that I'm powerful, that I am enough, that I've always been enough, and that I am deserving of everything that I desire. But also what I choose to believe about the universe is that the universe is kind, supportive, and it is always conspiring on my behalf. Not just when good things happen, but especially when things seem bad. I choose to believe that everything that happens is happening for me and that the universe is conspiring on my behalf. So when things feel like they're falling apart, when something seems to be going bad, I just get curious. I think, oh, wonder what's reorganizing for me right now. I wonder what's about to happen because this seems really bad, but I know and I believe that something that looks bad is going to turn out into a blessing in disguise. And I'm not fucking feeding myself like bullshit. Like, this really works. This is really how things operate. And I bet if you look back in your life, you can find confirmation of shit that you thought was really bad at the time, but turned out to be an immense blessing in your life. I can look back at some of the most significant pain that I've ever been in and see how amazing of a blessing that was. It didn't seem so at the time. But when you train yourself in real time to see everything that's happening for you rather than to you, it changes everything. You still feel pain, but you don't create suffering for yourself. You see the blessing in real time. And what is better than that? What is better than living in a constant state of blessing? Because you see that everything is happening for you. You see the universe is conspiring for you. And like I said, you're bulletproof because you don't get offended. You don't get hurt. You don't think, oh, why me? Why is this happening to me? You ask, why is this happening? Like, what's about to be revealed? How is this going to serve me? You don't personalize it. You don't associate with the pain. You don't choose to suffer. You surrender to the moment. You surrender to being guided. And it is an immense step in letting go of all the things that you cannot control, which is everything that's happened in the past, anything that's happening outside of your control. You cannot control those things. But you can always choose the meaning that you assign to them. You can always choose the things that you have control over. And when you fucking master those things while letting go of the rest, you are bulletproof. And you own your power. You come from this crazy place of power. And you have total control over your own life. And you can influence things that you don't like out in the world. So now more than ever, we need people who are bulletproof. We need people who are living, owning, exercising their own power so that they can raise the vibration of everybody else, so they can help serve everybody else, so that they can resist and, fight back against tyranny, fight back against this regime, fight back against the oligarchy, defend people who need it, and do that from a really powerful place. So, to summarize, fucking understand how bulletproof you are by understanding that everything that's happening is happening for you, not to you. Design the belief in your life. Choose the belief that the world is conspiring, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, source, creator, is all conspiring on your behalf all of the time. Not just when it goes well, but especially when it doesn't go well. And choose to see in real time that everything is happening for you and not to you. And you save yourself the suffering. You find the blessings in pain. And you're in a constant state of blessing. I don't play the victim, but how does losing the twins serve me? Tragedy, some of the worst things that have happened in the world, and it's not to say that anybody deserves anything. Nobody deserves bad things that happen to them. But you can always find a blessing in the things that happen. And it is so hard to find meaning in tragedy, especially when people suffer through things that have happened to them. And something like that is something that I can't imagine, and I know we've talked about it before, but it's happened for some higher reason. And you don't always have to know it. You just have to get curious about it and accept that that's what it is. And when you trust and you have faith and you understand that the organizing principles of the universe are serving you, are serving the twins, serving your family in a higher way, then you can make peace with that and you can see those blessings. And I don't know what the higher purpose of that is. And you don't always know and understand what it is. You don't always see it. But when you choose to understand that it is happening for a reason, it is happening with a higher purpose in mind, and you put faith in the organizing principles, the thing that controls the universe, whether it's God, source, creator, whatever you believe in, some cosmic consciousness, you find peace in that, and you don't have to suffer with it. And the quicker you find peace in it, the less you suffer. The less you suffer, the earlier the blessing is revealed. And the more you feel blessed, the more you connect with that, the more empowered life you can live. And I don't know what the purpose is. I wish I could tell you that. But I think that's something that you and David can discover, that you and David can work through and find that. And I honestly believe that any pain that we go through, any tragedy that we go through, is connected to somehow how we deliver our purpose into this world. And our purpose is the feelings and emotions that we're meant to feel and create for ourselves and to share with other people. And our pain so often leads us to our purpose. Mine did. My divorce led me to my purpose. Huge tragedy, huge loss, and something that I couldn't even imagine somehow has directed you toward purpose. And maybe that's serving other people who have gone through it. Maybe that's a source of support because you guys are such kind and compassionate and loving people who are service oriented as it is. Maybe it's something like that. People go through abuse, people go through sexual abuse, physical abuse, rape, tragedy in their own lives. I really feel and believe that they then have an opportunity to connect that with their purpose and to serve other people, to help other people. I can't understand another reason why it would happen. And if you look at this, I'm going to get a little woo-woo for a moment, but if you believe that before becoming a conscious living human being, before having this human experience, you at some point made a decision about what the things you experience in life would be, and that you had a part in choosing that. And again, like, why would somebody choose that? I don't know. Maybe to put them on a certain purpose. Maybe because you knew that you could handle something like that. But I believe that that's a factor, especially when people at a young age experience abuse or they experience tragedy in their lives, that it's something that helps to put them on a path to be able to deliver. And I think that people who are really in their purpose and living from a place of purpose, their end goal or the result that they want, the impact that they want to have, is to be able to relieve other people of pain. Ultimately, that's what I do. I empower people. I teach people to create better lives, but I relieve people from their pain. I relieve people from their suffering in a healthy and constructive way. And I return them back to a connection with God, to their source, to everything that's important and valuable about them. So, again, I can't say why tragedy happens, but I can tell people and I can teach people how to feel it, to work through it, to understand it, and to take whatever happens, whether it's a small tragedy or it's something that just happens to you, and take that and have a useful energy, a useful meaning with it that then has an impact in the world and is reflective of what their purpose is and who they are and what they're meant to be. So hope that answers the question. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys tuning in, consuming this. If you're watching out later and you have any comments, questions, please hit me up. Please leave your comments in here. If you want to send me a message, I'm here. Use me. If you've gone through anything difficult and you need to unpack things and process it, or you just need somebody to talk to, I am here. Please, please, please use me. I don't sell anything to anybody. I want you guys to know that when I offer these free sessions, it's to offer a free session so that you get value out of it, so you can work through something. For people that want to know how to work with me, and you can find out that information. That's not hard to find. So love you guys. Thanks so much. Bye.